that was a tough one in Washington. What, are there tariffs on goals too? What? Steve?
Let's go!
It starts with an A and ends with anxiety. Off the charts levels of passion! This is a nightmare! With you wherever you are, welcome to LFR. Hey. Leafs lose 4-0 to the Washington Capitals. It's Yelly Screamy Man. Yelly Screamy Man. Here with a pillow. There's my dead dog on that pillow. I got a little doll. It's a doll of me and another one of my dead dogs. I got a couple of those. Here's the thing about being Yelly Screamy Man for a living that they don't really tell you about, right? Like, it's sick. It's sick. This is a sick job. Like, genuinely, like, I love it. It's a great time. Making, like, videos for a living is pretty sick. But, like... Oh, did I hitch my wagon to such a lemon, dude? I chose the NHL, which is not a league. Not even kind of, not even sort of, a little bit. And of all the teams I could have chose. I make a video after every game. I make a video after every game about just the Leafs. 19 years. 19 years! This is the 19th season. Been making videos after every Leafs game. I don't even know what game number this is. You know? When the video goes up, like, Drew puts the title in, right? Like, producer Drew, like, he's so good. He's so good. I thought I'd give him, like, the night off and just, like, give him an easy one, right? He might have to do some stuff with the audio. That's my bad. That's my bad. But, like, I don't know what game number this is. I don't. And if you're wondering why I chose to wear the black Leafs jersey, the reversible Bieber one or whatever, is because it's over. It's over. That does it for this era of the Leafs. It is done. They had time to make changes way earlier. Years ago, I yelled and screamed about it the whole time, actually. Very literally yelled it. People say that a lot. I yelled and screamed. I yelled and screamed! I yelled and screamed about it for years. They can't get it done. And they wouldn't do anything. And now they can't do anything or won't. Oh, how are they supposed to make trades? They don't have any draft picks. Trade the players! Dude! Yeah, well, it's hard. Oh, I bet! I bet. How does that fly at work for most of you, right? How does that fly at work for the rest of us? Hey, can you do your job? I'm trying, but it's hard. You know what I mean? Like, how am I supposed to even have sympathy for that? How is anyone supposed to have sympathy for that? Oh, making trades is hard. Like, I don't know if firing Craig Berube is the move. I don't. But I do know that they won't play for him. But we're stuck in this purgatory, right? We're stuck in this purgatory where the coach clearly doesn't gel with the team and definitely doesn't gel with the Stars. Meanwhile, the Stars absolutely do not deserve another head coach. They don't. We brought up a good point on the SDP the other day. Like, Connor McDavid has had a lot of NHL head coaches. So, like, who cares about giving him another one? But also, isn't there also an added layer to this where, like, Matthews and Nylander and anyone else on the Leafs, you're not even kind of sort of Connor McDavid? Like, watching this game, right? I don't know if it was Hildeby's best game, but, like, he's been pretty good. He has been, right? Wool's been very good when he's been in, right? He's been pretty good. And, like, Stolarz is in witness protection or whatever, but, like, I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be okay. The penalty kill looked pretty bad, and then it got, like, good again. I like him. The D-core is not good enough. Like, not even close. But, like, they've been playing better over the last month, and, like, they're injured. Like, I get it. They're injured, right? OEL's having a pretty good season. Riley feels like he's been in the defensive zone. He's been gone for months. Feels like he hasn't been on the team for months. Maybe getting some guys back from injury will be better, right? But, like, the fourth line and the third line, I feel like are playing pretty well. I feel like Lawton, Waugh, Dakota Joshua's really picked up his socks, right? McMahon's had a pretty good season, right? I don't really think the bottom six is the problem. There's a few guys who, like, you can maybe take or leave and you can swap in or out or whatever, but I don't feel like they're the problem. The Stars are the problem. Well, what about the power play? The Stars are the power play. Tavares and Nyes haven't gotten a point on the power play since, like, several Thanksgivings ago. Like, 2 nations have had Thanksgiving, I think, since the last time they even got a power play point. And they're still up there on the top unit. That was a point that James Myrtle made, right? Matthews is a husk of what he used to be. Riley's just kind of there. I'm not entirely convinced William Nylander is interested in hockey at the moment. Man, in the entire time I've been making videos, right? So again, I'm going to preface this with it's been nearly 2 decades. First of all, I've never done a video where I just lie down on the floor the whole time. Second, I have never seen a player so obviously and nakedly trying to get their coach fired as William Nylander is. Like, okay, they need significant changes to the roster, but they feel paralyzed about how they can make changes to the roster, right? Well, we don't have any picks. Okay, GM has to go then, right? I mean, that's what it is. The general manager has to go. Well, no, they're not going to fire the general manager. All right, Well, so you agree there needs to be changes, right? Okay, yeah, okay, great. So then fire the coach. Fire the coach then. Well, no, the CEO really likes the coach. Then what is the point of the GM? What is the point of any of it? And if it is the case that the guy above the GM is not allowing the GM to fire the guy below the GM, then we just have a repeat of Shanahan, Dubas, Babcock. Imagine having a multi-billion-dollar organization and never learning a single solitary thing. Ever. Once. Your favorite hockey team does not get bad overnight, right? There's moves that stink. There's injuries that stink. But your hockey team getting bad takes weeks and months and years. And that's the worst part. I enjoy the podcast. We do that 3 times a week, plus 4 for VIP. This is me advertising VIP. It's real good, right? I enjoy it. I wake up on podcast days like, yes, it's a podcast day. I have started dreading Leaf game days. I had a pretty good day, honestly. I did. Many a chuckle was had. And then, like, when your team is bad, games are long, bro. That was 2.5 hours. You know how long 2.5 hours is? That's 150 minutes. That's so long to watch something that sucks. Have you ever sat through a 2.5 hour movie that sucked? Yeah, probably, right? Have you sat through a couple? Yeah, probably, right? Not everyone, you're going to enjoy every movie you've ever seen. Okay, what if you watched 82 bad movies a year that were 2.5 hours long? Okay, maybe they're not all bad. What if, like, 50 or 60 out of 82? Do you understand, right? Like, they benched Matthews, they benched Nylander, they benched the whole top unit. Then the top unit goes out there when the game is still winnable. They have an offensive zone draw, and the Capitals score 9 seconds after that draw. It's over. It cannot continue. It's over. Whatever you got to do in order for it to be over, it's over. And like, people are like, just tank. They don't have their firsts. Once again, they don't learn anything. I'm reading a book right now. I'm reading a book. It's a good book. It's called, what is it called? Finding Terry Punch-Out. Or The Search for Terry Punch-Out. It's a great book. It's fiction. It's about this guy. And he interviews his dad. And his dad is fictional. He's not a real person, but he used to be an enforcer in the NHL. And he was a fighter for the Leafs. And during his interview, again, I know it's a fictional guy. He didn't actually play for the Leafs. But, like, when I read this part, I couldn't help but feel like I was being spoken to directly. I still wasn't comfortable with my place, you know? Always felt like something would find me out for a fraud and send me packing. So I just kept my head down and did what I was told. We missed the playoffs a bunch, and the years we got in, we were shellacked and sent home early. You ever notice how Leaf fans a bit of a sad sack? Like they're born that way? The feeling of being ready to lose is just part of them. I think that comes from those years I was playing there. We kept losing up the road to the Habs, and they kept winning. It got inside the fans, I think, and they passed it on to their kids. Made them a bit deranged, if you ask me. They think it's fate or something, completely separate from anything we did on the ice. It isn't normal to expect to lose the way people expect the Leafs to lose. Bars! Austin Matthews scored 60 goals twice. And he's gone. I know he's still on the team. Actively the captain somehow. He's gone. Well, maybe he's battling an injury. What, for 2 years? Well, then he should skip Four Nation Face-Off then. Oh, he's not doing that? All right. Oh, he should skip the Olympics then. Oh, he's not doing that either? All right. Sorry, it's not like you're the captain or anything. I know it's the Olympics. What? I know it's the Four Nation Face-Off too. What? They don't pay him 13 and a quarter, do they? They don't pay him to be captain, do they? No, you're playing at like 60 or 70%. And you're going to go to like a 3-week tournament anyway. Oh yeah, go fill your boots. You go have a great time, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Like, what, am I supposed to be jacked about that? Is anyone supposed to be jacked about that? American League fans, maybe. That's about it. This is what we get. It's cruel, but this is what we get. They really made us believe that they were back. They really did. It's over, dude. It's all over. And there's still so many games left.